Here we are walking along Livermore Road on our way out to do the Tripyramids. And I remember this from 2 years ago because that water is like, it looks like it's running right over dry land, but it was like that 2 years ago, so maybe that's just a spring runoff kind of thing. I don't know. But we're going to do a little bit on the road. And we're going to go out on Irene's path, which we have not taken before, and along the Scour. And then we're going to swing back and pick up the Mount Tripyramid Trail on the way up the north slide, which I'm excited to do. It's fun. Scramble, very steep. And hopefully there won't be any snow until we pop out the top of the slide, right?
Yes.
That's the goal. So, and then we'll go across the ridge and come down the south slide, connect back up where we pop onto the trail, and then we're gonna come back to Livermore Road, and hopefully we'll have enough energy to walk out and look at the Norway Rapids, which I think last time we did this we were wiped and we didn't. But that was a much hotter day. So this is kind of boring walking right now, but it will get better. We just came up a quite steep area along the side of the Scour, which there's a sign up there. We're gonna go up and look. This is the way. We're gonna be going that way. This is a really nice, mossy, shady, rooty area on Irene's path. And there is the sign. Let's go check it out. I don't know anything about this, but it is marked on my map. Oh, looks like there's a little climb. Hard to do with one hand. In fact, I can't do it with one hand, but there's a second route this way. Just got caught on a tree. Okay. There we go. Nice. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's Waterville Valley ski area. And out to Tecumseh is a little bump to the right of the ski slope. And then, let's not fall. Little cliff here. Right there are the Tripyramids, I guess. Although I thought, yeah, I mean, that's got to be them. North would be the pointy one on the left. And you can see down in the valley, some of the trees are starting to leaf out. It's beautiful here. I think it was 50 at the car. Light breeze and no bugs. So that's excellent. This is up on the tippy top of the Scour. I was wrong before. That is Middle Tripyramid, the left one. You can't see north from here. And then South Tripyramid is on the right. And if we look down, this area has a couple different levels of like little ledgy viewpoints. There's Waterville. And over here, that range is the Sandwich Mountain and Noon Peak and Jennings. John and I have gone up that one twice, both times in complete and total cloud. So it's supposed to have great views, but someday we'll go back and do it again. All right, next stop. There's 2 more viewpoints on this path. I think one of them is called the Flume, so we'll probably go check that out, and then we'll be heading up the North Slide. It's just a little overlook on Irene's path. This is, the left one is Mount Osceola. You can see the nice flat area where they used to have a fire tower up there. So if you go up to the summit, it's a really nice wide 360-degree view. And then the pointy one is East Osceola, which it has a wooded summit, but on the way up it, if you come in from Greeley Ponds, there's some nice views going up. And then way out in the distance, sticking up is Owl's Head. And then this little bump, I guess, is an unnamed sub-peak or something. I don't know what it is of something. It's not on my map. And this is Flume Peak. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I hear water rushing. The next thing is going to be called the Flume, and it's on Flume Brook. So I think it's like a half a mile from here. So that's where we're going next. This is the Flume. It's just a little, like a 1/10 of a mile spur trail. And just comes down into a jumble of rocks. And oops, I hope that rock doesn't move. Let's see. Okay, sorry, John. The Flume. We just popped out on an old logging road. This is the Livermore Road. We took part of it to come out, and we're going to take a 4-mile stretch of it going back. But Irene's path bypassed. It added a mile, I think, to our trip, but it's worth it not to be walking on this. So we have a little ways to go on here, and then there's going to be a trail to the left, which is the Scour Ridge Trail. If you want to come in from this side and don't want to go up the slides, you take that, and it comes out right near North Tripyramid summit. And then if you go just a little bit further, you can take the Mount Tripyramid Trail up the north slide, which is what we're gonna do. Oh look, here's the first trout lily that I've seen blooming today. Where is it? Right there. They're all over in this section, but almost none of them have flower buds yet, or stalks. They're just the little spotted leaves. That's the first one I've seen. Oh, moose poop. That's the second one of those I've seen. It's old, but I think if there's more now, I see more of those lilies right there. Ooh, they're really nice. Those are really particularly nice looking ones. First really, really open ones I've seen this year. So, good. There were no trout lilies on the way up, just on this side of the mountain. The other side had, there's a butterfly right there, like a fritillary. The other side had wild oats in bloom and painted trillium and a few red trilliums. Oh, there's a whole bunch more of those all blooming. Pretty, huh? All up in the woods too. Jackpot. All right. So this is kind of boring hiking, but at least there's nice flora. And if we're lucky, we'll get some fauna too.
Okay, this is the beginning of the slide, the flume slide up to North Tripyramid. It's north, right?
North.
Yeah. It's very steep.
It's not even a slide yet.
Well, according to my map. Oh, it's extremely steep. Okay. So it's like this from the side. So it's pretty steep. Sorry?
I remember this last time it was wet.
Oh man.
And I went that way.
That must have been nuts.
There's John. We are, whew, wind feels good. Those are the Osceolas right there across the valley. We're at the bottom of the North Tripyramid slide, and we just came up that, and I'll just kind of rotate myself sideways. And that is the trail over there. So let me step over and not fall. All right. So straight up, basically, is where we're going. Let me see if I can. There we go. Way up there. And it goes, I think it's like 7/10 of a mile, maybe more. So there will be other places where it's just wide open rock, and I'll stop and take pictures there. But the good thing is there's a little bit of snow left in some of the crevices, but there's no water. It's slightly damp in a couple places from snow melt, but we did this at the end of June one year, 2 years ago, and it was very wet. And this basically is like a river. And that part where John is right now, it was so wet on those rocks going up there that I had to go into the woods and through all these little trees and then come up around because I just couldn't get a grip on the rock. So thankfully it's not like that today. And okay, I caught my breath. So now we're gonna go straight up. Okay, we're in a very steep part. And here comes John, which he's down there. Right now he's about 5 feet away from me, and if I'm just looking out straight. He's down, so it's quite steep. We got some snow, and then we're gonna go right up this rock, which I'll let John do, because I'm gonna need 2 hands to do that, for sure. It's very, very steep, but not loose rock. Further up, it becomes all loose rock, which is its own set of challenges. All right, I'm gonna go. Okay, we're up. I don't know how far up. How far up are we? Halfway? More than halfway up the slide. That cloud right there appears to be precipitating. So that's Virga, right? Precipitation that doesn't hit the ground.
Yep.
That's what it looks like. And then, I don't know if you can see it here, but to the naked eye, you got a really nice clear view of Lafayette because it's got snow on it, so and the sun is hitting it. Whoa, are you okay?
Yeah.
That's part of the problem with footing like that. So we just came up from down there, and there's a look over. Well, those are the Osceolas right there. That's Waterville Valley ski area and Mount Tecumseh, and I guess that must be Moosilauke right there. And then on this side, in the distance next to East Osceola are the Kinsmans, and I don't think, maybe you can see just the top of Cannon, I'm not sure. And then a little closer in is Whaleback Mountain, and Flume and Liberty are the 2 pointy things. And then following that ridge out, you've got Little Haystack, Lincoln, and Lafayette. And there's actually a cairn. That's the first cairn I've seen. This area is sandy and rocky at the same time, and slabs. It's got everything. And it's pretty much, it's so hard to show, but it is like straight up. So I will, I'm a little bit, nope, everything shifts. So that's a challenge because you can easily slip, but also you can kick a rock off on someone who's coming up behind you. People do this with dogs, which I can't imagine. But anyway, I'm gonna put this away so I can 2-hand it and get up there before it rains.
So this is what the slide is looking like up here. Lots of loose rock, lots of scrambling. It's very steep. That's what it looks like in profile. It's really very steep, but a lot of fun. Let's see if I can keep the video going while I'm walking up these rocks. I guess I'll use 3 hands. 3 points of contact. You can't do it with just your feet for sure. Okay. That was a little slippery there. Clouds are getting darker, so maybe we'll see some precipitation here. Don't really have a whole lot of wet weather gear. But I've got enough. Boy, it's really steep here. Where there's loose rock or gravel, it's very slippery. Ooh, Whew. So, Laura's down there, climbing up. Going up there. Okay, time to concentrate.
Okay. It's very, very, very steep here. Holy shit. Sorry, Mom. It's like I have to tilt this. I don't know if you can tell, but it is. What's the angle here?
It's more than 45 degrees.
Definitely more than 45.
Definitely.
I am using both hands, both feet, 3 points of contact, and a little bit of prayer. And one of my friends was telling me a couple of years ago her son came out to do this, of course by himself, because he's crazy, and he found a moose at the bottom of the slide. So I don't know where that moose had come from, but it made a poor choice. Oh, there's the presidentials over there. Nice. Good views on the slides. The north summit has no view really. And we're gonna come down the south slide, which will have nice views. The middle has just a little peekaboo, and John's way up there now. So I guess I will cross my fingers and go.
So here's Laura climbing away up the slide. It's very, very steep here, but it's not wet, and there's enough places that don't have gravelly, sandy stuff so that you have a good chance of not slipping, but you gotta be careful all the time. So she's just about reached me now, and this is about how steep it is in this section. See some dark clouds that have just passed us, so it looks like we there. Let's see what it looks like up there. Yeah, it goes way up there. You want me to get out of your way?
Nope, don't move.
Okay.
I mean, you can if you want.
We're almost up there. I think if we, it's just at that place where the trees get the shortest up there is where we're going to pick up trail. So that should be not too difficult to get to. Let's give it a try.
We're at the very top of the slide. We're having our lunch of peanut butter and jelly. And the sun is out. The dark clouds have pushed off. We just came up that. And I'm right next to a cairn, and the trail goes right into the woods. So that's the end of this slide. But this is the nice view. So we're gonna enjoy it now while we can, because we'll be up on the ridge and there's really not much to see there. Beautiful. This is just a little sample of the trail between North Tripyramid and Middle Tripyramid. We've got quite a bit of soft, unstable monorail and some, I guess this constitutes stable monorail, just kind of packed ice, but and a little bit of mud and a little bit of clear. It's a real mixed bag, but we brought our spikes, but because it's flat, I don't feel the need to put them on right now. So yeah, because it's all, spikes are good if it's ice, but if it's just snow, it doesn't help all that much. So anyway, it's kind of pretty up here with nice moss. There's a stealth campsite right there. And there were 4 guys up at the summit of North Tripyramid. 2 sets of 2. And one set we met 2 weeks ago. Well, we didn't meet them, but we passed them on the trail going up to Mount Paugus 2 weeks ago. So it really is a small community if you're out there all the time, especially in the winter. You get the same people. So that's kind of neat. We are at the summit of Middle Tripyramid, which is another 4,000 footer, and it has semi-obstructed views. So this is looking towards Tecumseh and the ski area in Waterville Valley. And then come around here. It's a nice view of Scour and the sisters, kind of in the distance a little bit, and then in the foreground is Passaconaway. And Whiteface is right there. And we're this way. Oh, let's see if I go down here. You know what? I don't know. I can't tell what I'm looking at from here. Well, that's probably hedgehog. I will have to take a look. I don't know. I did look to see what that ridge of things out there is, and it's Mount Pleasant and a couple of other little peaks. So it looks kind of big, but it's nothing huge. There's a little bit of virga coming out of that cloud. We just got rained on briefly, really briefly, but there's not even a cloud above us, so it's just coming and going. It's pretty warm and a little breezy. So we just came from there, and this is the wooded summit of South Tripyramid. There's the summit cairn and John, and it's got little obstructed view kind of everywhere right now, and the sun is out and it is heating things up, and it smells just like Maine nostalgia. I wish everyone could smell it. It's like balsam and spruce, warmth, nice goodness. And then we're going to go this way for 1/10 of a mile, and then we'll be at the top of the slide on the south side, which is a little different than the north one was. So it's safer to go down this way. And that's what we're going to do. This is the beginning of the south slide. There goes John. It's very, very steep. Much like the north slide, although it looks like it's narrower. I don't know if it opens up at all. And it's much more kind of like large slabs of rock with flat in between, yeah? It's more like climbing down instead of scaling straight down. Let's see. I can't. That's what I remember it being like. Yeah, I gotta put away my poles. They don't help me here. Oh, straight down. Oh, that's a big step. Maybe when I get down where John is, I can look out a little bit at the view. Okay.
We have your poles.
Thank you. Doo-doo-doo. All right. And that straight ahead is, well, now I'm not sure. I'm disoriented. I thought that was Whiteface, but I think Whiteface should be around the corner here because, oh, yeah, it's got to be over that way. There's going to be a trail that hangs a left down here, Kate Sleeper, and that goes out to the summit of Whiteface. So there's a nice little view. Definitely, oh, and there's the lakes region over there. So I must be facing southeast. I don't know. Totally, I just got all turned around in my head. All right. Okay, now we're really on the slide proper. There's John down there. And there's where I just came from. And I took a look at my peak finder. So right out there in the distance beyond the lake is the Belknaps. And then this big thing in front of me, that's the Sandwich Mountain, Sandwich Dome. And then of course over here, semi-obstructed, is the ski area. But as you can see, this is not anywhere near as steep. It's steep, but it's not anywhere near like going up north was. That was like crawling up. So this is much nicer. And I think shorter too.
This is the view from the south slide, South Tripyramid slide. It's steep. It's down here, and we are going to go past those trees in the middle there, and as far as we can see. Let's see if I can do this. Still keep my footing. All the sand and gravel here is what kills your footing. The feet will grip the rocks, but if you step on the other stuff, it's gonna slide right out. Okie dokie. That is the Kate Sleeper Trail. We will not take that, but instead keep going down the slide here. Trying out these shoes for the first time. They had good traction early on. First one around the house, stick to the floors. But they've been on a few hikes now, so they're a little bit worn. They still have good grip though. Really surprised. These rocks are quite steep. Okay. So Laura's back this way. There she is, up there.
This is just a section of the, I don't even know. What trail is this?
I think it's the Tripyramid Trail.
I think it is also. The Tripyramid Trail. After you come off of South Slide. it loops around and meets up. So if you wanted to go in a circle and go up North Slide, you could. But this is walking along a little stream. And I think we just crossed water, like stepped over water. I think there's 3 more water places. I hope none of them ends up being anything large to step over, but it's okay. And then once we get there to the last one, we're right at the junction with Livermore Road. And we're gonna take that out to the parking lot. And there's a little side trail, a couple tenths of a mile from the car, that goes out to old growth pine. I think it's called Big Pines. So we didn't do it this morning. And we kind of planned to do it on the way back. Sometimes you're tired though and you don't want to do any extra stuff, so we'll see. But I think we're here, we might as well do it. And finish out the day with some old growth trees and see how awesome that is. So that's the plan. So we've been coming down here and walking alongside this really nice water, which is right alongside of us. There's been some really nice little waterfalls. And now we are at a water crossing, which is not a big deal. But it's pretty, so I thought I would come out and show. And it's as far up as you can see, there's little waterfalls. Moving right along, and it's mossy, and the water is crystal clear, and oh, nice and cold. That would feel good to put my feet in it without my shoes on though. Marie.
Sneak right here. I thought he would be spooked. He's about, what is he, 2 feet away from me? There he goes. Yep. Now he's thinking, I don't want to be lunch.
I can't see them. They can't see me.
Yep.
Oh, his tongue's going.
That's totally cool.
These are the Norway Rapids. They're just a little, I don't know, a couple hundred yards off the Livermore Trail, Livermore Road. That's neat little. Down there. Last time we were here, we passed a whole bunch of people walking out with inflatable tubes. I have no idea what the heck they were thinking. They were kind of young kids. Maybe if they put in right here and went down that way, it wouldn't be so scary. I don't know. But plus that water is cold. This is heading out to Big Pines, and this is definitely a big pine. Wow. I saw one today I thought was old growth, but this is really enormous. I gotta use John for scale. So there's these, is it just these 3?
Well, there's those 3 big ones I can see. And there's one right behind you over here. It's kind of big too.
Wow, that tree is big for this coast. Oh yeah, that's a big one right there. Here, go over and stand next to it so I can use you for scale.
Okay. Try to climb it.
It's got nice nooks and crannies.
once upon a time I could climb this.
Yeah, but once you get up there and your fingers get tired, then you're in trouble.
No, I'm afraid of heights. So if I went up even 10 feet, it'd be
So I don't know how big, I don't know how tall this is. Boy, that one is really impressive right there. So this is only, how far away was it from the parking? It's not very far, less than a mile from the parking lot. It's just a little spur. And if you like big trees, I would say come on out here and give them a hug. I guess this is the end of it. There's water right there. Yeah, there's 4 that I can see. Wow, they are enormous. Excellent. So this is Big Trees is the name of the spur. Very descriptive. Oh, Big Pines, you're right, Big Pines. In case there's other big trees.
That's right.
Yeah.
What does this look like from above? Are there like 4 trees or like...
Standing way up?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, they're tall, but they're just girthy.
That one's massive.
I think that one's massive. That one. It's really nice. And it's so straight, and it has that, look at that big, big limb sticking out up there.
I know,
Just go sit up there.
It's as big as the whole tree. Bigger than most of these trees.
Yeah, if that fell on you, forget it.
I was thinking about that the other day.